The night was already charged with energy. Game 3 of the 2025 World Series. The crowd roared, the lights burned bright, and for a moment, America's favorite pastime felt like a festival. And then, something shifted. The cameras caught a familiar face in the stands. Justin Bieber. The pop icon whose life has been lived under the flash of paparazzi lenses and the scrutiny of millions. Dressed casually, a cap low over his eyes, he wasn't performing, he wasn't on tour, he was just there, a fan among thousands. And yet, the moment his face appeared on the Jumbotron, the crowd erupted like he had just hit the winning home run himself. Phones went up, tweets exploded, and within minutes, Bieber at the World Series was trending worldwide. It's strange how one man's quiet night out can ignite a cultural wildfire. Because when Justin Bieber shows up anywhere, the world watches. His presence is both ordinary and extraordinary. He sat there, smiling, talking with friends, sipping a drink, completely at ease. But every small gesture, every glance, every smirk was captured, dissected, and shared. Some said he was supporting the Dodgers, others swore he was there for the Phillies. Fans argued in comments, analysts joked on ESPN, and meme pages had their content for the night. For Bieber, it must have been just another evening, maybe even a chance to breathe, no stage, no flashing lights, no pressure to perform. But that's the paradox of celebrity. The simple act of being somewhere becomes news. In an era where fame feeds on visibility, his silence becomes louder than a concert. The camera lingered on him again during the seventh inning stretch, and this time, he waved a small wave that set social media on fire. It wasn't choreographed, it wasn't rehearsed. It was human. And somehow, that's what made it viral. The next morning, every entertainment outlet had a headline ready. TMZ ran the photos before dawn. People magazine analyzed his outfit, fans zoomed in to decode his expression, and TikTok was flooded with clips of him just sitting there. But the comments said it all. He looks happy. He looks peaceful. He looks real again. In a way, that's what everyone wanted to see, the version of Bieber that wasn't selling music, or dodging scandals, or living through the weight of expectation. Just Justin. It's been years since the kid from Stratford, Ontario, became a global sensation. The boy with the YouTube covers, the record deals, the stadium tours, the chaos that came with it all. We've seen him rise, fall, rise again. We've seen him break down under the pressure, reinvent himself through faith, and stand by his wife through storms of gossip. But moments like this at a ballgame, surrounded by cheers and laughter, they remind us that behind the headlines, behind the noise, there's still that same kid who just loves being part of something normal. The commentators mentioned him during the game, just in passing. But the fans took it further. Edits appeared online, slow-motion clips, soft music overlays, fan-made titles like Bieber's Calm in the Chaos. It's ridiculous, maybe, but also telling. In a world addicted to drama, we find comfort in seeing someone famous being human again. Maybe that's the new form of celebrity, not mystery, not perfection, but the ability to exist publicly and still feel relatable. By midnight, he was gone. No after-party footage, no paparazzi swarm, just a few blurry exit shots from a fan's phone. The stadium emptied, the lights dimmed, and the internet continued to hum. People debated his favorite team, his facial expression, even what brand of hoodie he wore. And while the world speculated, Bieber stayed silent. No posts. No captions. No explanations. Just the echo of his presence lingering through timelines and For You pages. It's easy to forget that for someone like him, every move becomes part of a story he didn't write. But this night, October 28, 2025, was different. It wasn't scandal, or spectacle, or crisis. It was just life, unfolding quietly, until the cameras decided it mattered. Maybe that's why it hit so hard online. Because people aren't just obsessed with celebrities, they're obsessed with glimpses of reality. And Justin Bieber, sitting in a stadium seat like anyone else, gave them that. Some say he planned it, that it was a subtle PR move before his next single drops. Others believe it was spontaneous, that he simply wanted to watch the game. But does it even matter? Because in the modern era of celebrity, intent is irrelevant, perception is everything. The world doesn't wait for a statement, it writes its own. And Bieber, knowingly or not, reminded everyone how effortlessly he can own the moment without saying a single word. As the night faded and the buzz began to settle, one thing was certain: for a few brief hours, the internet wasn't divided by outrage or scandal. It was united by curiosity, amusement, and nostalgia. For Bieber fans, it was a reminder of why they fell in love with him in the first place. For everyone else, it was a cultural checkpoint, proof that even in 2025, fame still works the old-fashioned way, one viral sighting at a time. The game ended. The players walked off the field. The scoreboard froze on its final numbers. And somewhere in the blur of exit lights, a pop icon disappeared into the night, leaving behind not a song, not a statement, but a moment. One that says more about us, and our obsession with celebrity, than it ever did about him.